I don't often address non-Christians. I don't feel that's what I've been tapped on the shoulder by Elohim to do. That's, by most accounts, his job, actually. Maybe your job to start, and then he will, roll out the red carpet for you. Whatever. But I'd like to pose this thought for those of you who don't follow Elohim and don't believe in any of that or whatever. How do I word this? I'm trying to keep it as generic as possible for the point of the video. Don't get too lost in my specifics. If you were going to start a society and you had to decide on laws and specifics of how things are going to be run, I assume most people would be in favor of no lying, no cheating, no stealing, no excessive use of alcohol. For me, it really wouldn't be any at all. I'm not, drugs, excessive use. I'm all for freedom. And the Bible says not to be a drunkard. A lot of people say the Bible says stay away from alcohol, and there are some verses that you can twist, but it says not to be a drunkard. Obviously, they drink wine. Jesus turned water into wine, so there's people that argue that too, but whatever. It's a different rabbit hole for a different day. You can drink, just don't be a drunkard. Anyway, so take the Bible. This is my thought process, or my thought homework for you. I forgot the term. I've been brain farting like crazy this morning. Take Elohim, Yeshua, and any other religious type thing out of the Bible, so you just have a book of how you should live your life. That is the perfect handbook to start and maintain any society. And the proof is America and a host of other countries, all of which started with those laws as either a direct application or at least their laws and constitutions and bylaws and all that were directly derived from like Deuteronomy and the Torah, the law, the Bible. Not to mention other things like don't go chasing false idols, the things of the world. Again, you can have stuff, you just don't want to make it your sole purpose, because that's when you get in trouble. Like, whatever, you are obsessed with your body or your money or what have you. Those are just simple ones that everybody can recognize. So if you then conclude, if you do, that the Bible, if you take the religious stuff out of it, is an excellent handbook on how to live your life, then I don't think it's a large leap to believe that whoever wrote it had to have a pretty good grasp on human behavior, human psychology, every time. Human behavior, human psychology, human sociology, all that stuff. Almost as if the person who inspired the words of that book created us. That's just something I kind of thought up and figured I'd roll out there to all of you to chew on. Again, I'm not in the market of converting non-Christians to Christianity. It is absolutely something I cannot do. I can tell you stuff. You have to make the decision for yourself. And if you do, as always, if you watch my videos, I beg you not to run down to the closest church, because they're not where it's at. If your church, once again, celebrates Christmas, Easter, and especially Halloween, do we even have to say Halloween? Churches celebrating Halloween. Come on. If they say that you don't have to follow Elohim, God is Elohim, God's law, if they don't read the Old Testament, they don't say, if you say you don't have to follow God's law, but yet they still say you have to do the 10 Commandments. Oh, I mean 9 Commandments, because they don't keep the Sabbath. If they have church on a Sunday, there's all those clues you run away from. And since 98% of the churches out there do that, you're going to have a hard time finding one that doesn't. So read the book for yourself several times. Every time I read it, I'm on my 4th time. Every time I read it, I almost every page I'm like, whoa, how did I not see that? And it makes logical sense as you get more intimate with the details in other parts of the book. Other parts of the book make more sense, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm blabbing too much. That was my thought. Let me know what you think, and have a great day.